Alrighty then. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and oh no, where am I? Ah! Oh my lord! Dag is gone! Oh. I'm not on holiday. Fuck me. Alright, hang on, wait. Where did I put myself? Let's see. Hold on. Let me shake my hat out. Just, yeah, there it is. Okay, cool. There we go. Hi, guys. And look, they're not tech gremlins. Technically, it's just me being a bit of a dumbass this morning. But hi, greetings. Oh, hat of invisible. Whoa. How fucking stupid would that hat be if, you know, you were invisible except when you took your hat off, right? Like, it was literally, it would be a hat of visibility. This is the whole thing. Anyway, guys, welcome in. My name's Michael. I'm the General Z Gamer. Welcome. It is so good to see all of you guys here. Your beautiful, smiling, shining faces, and of course get to play a bit of Pathfinder with you guys. Joining me today, of course, are my lovely Patreons. Well, two of them at least. You know, OG's there. She's there. She's just dealing with dog stuff. And yeah, we have Anil and Asculii. G'day, guys. Now that's I'm higher, like, oh, like higher, oh, or like, ooh, yeah, I'm in for a good game. Yeah, okay, fair. Well, it's so good to see you guys, and as always, we've got a great game for you guys tonight. Now, as far as why people are missing, as we know, Nick, who plays the role of Elink, our half-elf, half-dwarf druid, is currently amidst his schooling and the like, so he is doing the responsible thing and focusing on some of his studies this evening, so we wish him all the best, mostly because, you know, yeah, it's studying's hard, and it requires us to be kind of smart. Then, of course, we have Viv, our poppet summoner, who is played by McBluff, and McBluff currently has just returned back home to the UK from a trip to Louisiana and is feeling a little bit jet-lagged, so we wish them a speedy recovery and welcome them home back to the, whatever nickname the UK people have for the island that they live on. The Isle, I guess? Cross the river? I don't know. The tea drinkers? Across the pond, that's the one. Yeah, sure. And then, of course, we have Jen, who woke up this morning not feeling too well. So, again, we also wish Old Blighty, that's the one. Fucking cookie on it. Yes. Back to Old Blighty. Yeah, okay, cool. I love that. Brilliant. And then Jen, of course. Jen was feeling a bit under the weather this morning and has opted to rest up and get well. And we wish Jen a speedy recovery as well. Because, yeah, you know, it's exactly the same thing. You know, like, we as part of Dale as a Gamer, we always keep close to our hearts the idea of gaming and wellness through gaming. So that is, you know, a clear major part of what we do here. So, yeah, speedy recoveries to all of the other players. And, you know, because we're in the middle of a side arc, and because my players happen to be functionally able to, at least in some degree, represent a four-party team, we are a go-ahead for today. So, you know, that's the go. That's what's happening, guys. Now, before we kick off, let's do our usual thing. Oh, actually, no, first of all, let me give a very special shout-out here. A very special and very warm shout-out to my friend, Vala Willow. We have not seen you in a while, and it is so good to see you back here. Honestly, it makes my heart soar to see you in good health and to see you here. You are appreciated, you are welcomed, and you are loved in this space. So, you know, yay, good to see you. Okay. Sponsors, guys, we have sponsors. Why? Because people like what I do for some reason. Starting, of course, with Hero Forge for the wonderful artwork that we see on screen here. All of our characters are made in Hero Forge, and you can have your models 3D printed for coolness and awesomeness. Behold! These are also available in 2D minis as well. Also, if you want to, you can make tokens for VTTs, like I do. And they are constantly updating with new materials, new things, new items, new costumes. It's just so freaking amazing to get to play around with it. So yeah, go check out Hero Forge and try them out today. Then, of course, we have our wonderful sound engineers over at Sirenscape making amazing and wonderful sounds for us to enjoy, such as the sound of the dreaded Ankrab, which we will be fighting today. The sound effect that sounds precisely, apparently, like this. Here we go. Ooh, hold on. I need to share this. Let's try that again. Oh, that's spoopy as hell.
Don't like that. Nope.
Yeah, it's a whole thing. It's the thing. So yes. So yeah, things like this and others are available for you to play around, help immerse your games, and yeah, just have a great fucking time. So yeah, go check out Sirenscape. Then of course we have hello. Oh, one of my cats has come to see me. Are you after food or do you want a hug? What's the go here? How are we doing this? You don't usually come in here this time of day.
How do you want to do this?
Do you want to tell? Are you? Nope. You're leaving. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Oh, you're eating dinner, and she thought I might have some. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. I was very concerned. My cat threw the door open and looked at me with such, like, abrupt eyes. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, no, it was Juno. It was Juno, not Prowl. Oh, you're right. Speaking of things, no, we'll talk about that later. Last sponsor we have, of course, is Fantasy Grounds for our VTT of choice. You can see all the cool and amazing stuff here, and all of the cool, amazing dice rolls. All of this done courtesy of our friends over at Fantasy Grounds. So yeah, go check that out if you want to try it out. Bear in mind, it is a bit expensive, but I always stand by it no matter what. I've basically said how much time it's saved has been incalculable when it comes to running my games, and how easy it is to adapt both new ideas, new maps, new stories, new characters when I have a massive, very, very amazing catalog ready to go any of the time. So there you go. Cool. Now that's out of the way, guys, let me introduce you to the most important facet of any good RPG game. That is, of course, the players! Because there is no great... I mean, look, if honestly, without players, I would just be, an author, or just like, one of those like audio voice actor guys who like just reads out stories. There is only so much a DM can do, and it is with the amazing imagination and creativity of my players that we are able to have these amazing games. So let me turn it over to my players to introduce themselves and the characters they're going to be playing, starting with OG Lava Kitten.
Hello, I am playing Lushara, an elven witch with her companion Magnus. She's tends to be full of anxiety about her half elven family members. Afraid she's gonna lose them, so she's a little tense and on edge, but very focused because she has a goal and she's getting there despite whatever her party members are doing.
Yeah, and hopefully continuing to stay out of as much trouble as the rest of the group seems to continually put you in. Then we have, playing the role of Bilratar, our dear friend Schoolie.
Yes, the gruff and very to-the-point Bilratar, who leaves most of the thinking to everyone else, which is probably why he keeps swinging around a broken greatsword. Not that Dag's going to press just against greatswords.
Look, it's not. I don't have a thing against greatswords. It's when a barbarian who could effectively tear down literal buildings with fucking fruit knives and stuff decides I'm going to use the biggest thing here, right? I'm just going to say,
Honestly, fruit knives,
it's just look, it's just how I feel. It's how I feel. Okay.
And if you think about it, Bill's mainly been punching.
That's fair. And you know what? You've used the
greatsword for selected.
I know, and you've been wiping out, amazing things. That's been so good. And speaking of people who are amazing, we then have the incredible, the wonderful, and the absolutely freaking genius mind of Immersion Diversion playing the role of Arsini, the dwarven sorcerer.
Arseni's a lot of things. He was, or they now, were a human turned skeleton turned dwarf. They're a sorcerer. They're a sorcerer with the genie background, or genie bloodline, and currently muted to the group. So he's, they got to make all the decisions now, you guys. And he just they just create a lot of chaos, and they try to do it for the good, for the better. But a lot of times it doesn't happen that way. So yeah. And expect me to use a lot of hero points today.
Yeah, that's pretty much the expectation of most of the games you're in. All right. Now, guys, before we kick off again, we have one last person to thank, and that is, of course, our amazing and wonderful audience who come and hang out and spend their time enjoying all the cool stuff that we end up doing. And as such, we invite you to come behind the GM screen to play around with us, have a bit of fun, and enjoy the sessions as we go. First of all, just by watching the show, you earn channel points that can be used at any point in time to give insight bonuses, inspiration, and a bunch of other cool things pretty much any time you want to. Alternatively, if you want to, you can use those subscriptions in order to earn channel points a little bit quicker for those of you who are subscribed. So yeah, and plus you get emotes and a whole bunch of other stuff, which I do need to make more emotes. That's another thing. I keep forgetting to, but I need to. But yes, more to come. Then, of course, for those of you who have a little bit of extra cash on them and want to help the DAG donation, there are more tangible rewards as well. Now, for those of you who have been in the know, as you have noticed, the Eurodag donations have been put on hiatus, simply because at the moment, we've had to deal with some vet bills that have come up for Prowl. Now, for those of you who have been following, I have 2 cats. One of them, the one who I was fundraising for earlier on in the year, is doing a lot better. She was the one who just came in and is begging for food because she thinks we're starving her. But her arthritis medication's gone really well. She's looking very spry and happy and portly and all that sort of stuff. Prowl, however, has developed some dental issues as well as some gut issues to go along with his kidney issues. So, you know, he's a 16-year-old cat, so he's kind of getting on, but we're trying our best to make sure he's comfortable and stuff. He's in for his operation tomorrow morning, so the fundraising is going towards helping alleviate some of the depositing costs and stuff like that, as well as just to give some peace of mind, because as you guys know, I'll also be in Europe in, 2 weeks. I'll be in Europe in 2 weeks. And of course, we're going to be, you know, like working out how shit goes like that. So, yeah, you know, so all of the donations and stuff like that is so that if I do leave and something else does come up, we're able to handle that and yada, yada, yada. So yeah, you know.
We're going to get a golden slime.
Golden slime, yeah, you'll probably hear it. It's like, yes, the treasure slime, or the mimic of wealth, or something. I swear, I should, like, actually stat these up and trademark them and then give them to the Patreons and be like, here, have this. So, yes, all donations go to good cause, and, again, that's kind of where we're at. So, donations. Here we go. For $5, you can donate to give a red mark to one of these players or a purple mark to me. The red marks are hero points that can be used to stave off death, petition the DM for nonsense, and or potentially roll with advantage. Jinx points can be used to negate hero points, have bad guys roll with advantage, or complicate things ever so slightly. For $10, I will draw from one of 2 decks of cards I have in front of me. The first deck is, boom, our heroic action deck, which gives a free heroic action. Well, not free, but it's a heroic action that is a free action to a player of your choice that allows them to not only use it as a hero point, but also gives them a special, wonderful, and amazing ability that they can use at any time. Alternatively, a $10 donation will get you a pull from our deck of plot twists and flashbacks, where we will take one of the ideas that we pull up, and yeah, we'll throw this out there, and boom, suddenly we have a story prompt that we try to throw in towards the game. So yeah. Fun times. Then our $20 donation, we have, of course, these golden natural 20s, which you can see we're almost all full up. The only thing that's missing is my nat 20. I have 3, but, you know, everyone else gets 1. That's how it works. Because sometimes nat 20s, you just need shit to work. You know, you don't have time to be messing around, and, you know, like, yeah, that's just kind of how they are. The fact that everyone has one is an affront to me. So rest assured, I will be making sure there are some open slots for the players as well. Just saying. Then, of course, we have our $50 donation, which is a magic item to a player of your choice. This can be an item they decide, an item that you would like me to create, or if you have a homebrew idea for a magic item, hey, we'll throw that into the game. I'll come up with stats. We'll make it happen. We've got a few custom ones that have come in too, which is just amazing as well. So yeah. And then lastly, we have our secret menu item, the $100 donation. With the $100 donation, I'm going to give our players something very special. It is something that obviously comes with some strings, but as you guys know, we are currently in the middle of a contest. The fortune dragon that our heroes have freed and are trying to bargain for the life of Elink with has offered 3 challenges, which our heroes have participated in. They have lost 1, they have won a second, and they are currently on their 3rd. In this third challenge, 2 genies have offered 3 wishes for our heroes to try and restore this farm back to fertility. However, the group is currently doing things to kind of preserve their wishes, see what they can do without the help of genies, and should my heroes receive a bit of assistance from the gods of chat, and we get the secret menu item, our heroes will get a wish from these same genies, free of charge, to take away from the contest.
Ooh.
And it is still under the subject of their first wish, which was an audit of the wish to make sure that all the backstabby, twisty, nerfy stuff is dealt with. So yes, that is it. The $100 secret menu item is a wish. So there you go.
Ooh.
All right.
Oh.
Whew.
1 wish or 1 wish for each of us?
1 wish. Keeping in
Okay.
mind, this is a true wish. This isn't a
Yeah.
like a spell casting wish. This is a Hello, Anonymous. Thank you very much. Anonymous. All right. Well, we have that. Let's go through the donations real quick. So who was our first donation? We had a donation come in from
Christina.
where am I at? Did we have any donations come in? Am I blind?
Yep, we've had Christina for the hero point for the show.
All right. Christina has come in with a hero point for Lushara. So thank you, Christina, you bloody beautiful legend, you. And now all the hero points are filled up. Then we have a donation for the secret,
The table.
the table. What do we have for the
secret
table?
menu item.
The secret menu item, yes, which of course has come from Cookiemon. Cookie, you bloody beautiful legend, you. First of all, my cat says thank you, you absolute unit. And secondly, our wish will be given to our players. Now, you will have enough time to contemplate what you would like for your wish. I will allow you all the time in the world to contemplate this wish, so long as it is before the beginning of the next book. So that'll be probably this week and next week at most. So have a think, concentrate, and then we will bring that wish to life. So yes. Mwah. All right, without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let us return now to our adventure. Our heroes began in the Shadow Realm, a place known as the Nighthold, in search of the dreaded Kaneepo, a man who had apparently created the evil unnubilate curse, said to kill all elves within the area of the Sevenarches. Our heroes knew that he used an artifact tied to the Iadara, the same portal gate that our heroes disappeared to and lost 8 months of their lives. They believed by finding Kaneepo, taking his key, they would be able to find at least some clue as to what happened and restore their memory of the 8th months taken from them. Well, after defeating Kaneepo and retrieving the key, they managed to free a few of Kaneepo's prisoners. The first, a hedgehog named Hedge, and the second, a fortune dragon, bound in the wall like an artwork. Angered, enraged, he wanted revenge against Kaneepo, but Kaneepo was dead. However, Elink, our own team member, had sat upon the throne of Kaneepo and infused herself with Kaneepo's power. Smelling this magic upon him, the fortune dragon was certain to kill Elink instead. But our heroes bargained and said that if there is anything they could do to spare their friend, they would do so willingly. So since Kaneepo had used the dragon as a source of entertainment, the dragon would use this group to entertain himself as well, setting 3 impossible challenges for our heroes to undergo. The first challenge was tricky, and our heroes, unfortunately, did not manage to pass it. The second, however, a battle against an elderly geriatric man, was pretty well easily dealt with. No, it was actually really hard. The old man nearly killed everyone. But, it was also pretty tough. The third and final challenge. 2 genies wish this land to be fertile and free, and so with the 3 wishes provided to them, our heroes must solve all the problems of this farm so that the next people who come may reap what they sow. Our heroes did some scouting and found a few problems here and there, including a witch's hex bag, which they managed to exorcise. A well that was blocked, which they managed to free. And fields that had been filled with these strange burrowing holes. As Arsini went to go and inspect the holes a little further, as the group finished up their exorcism of the evil hex bag, Arsini was stunned by the sudden shaking of the ground. As the earth rose up around him, a shuddering and a hissing coming from below. As creatures, large and kind of like segmented, crawl from beneath the earth. 2 ankrabs ready to attack and pounce the person who is treading on their territory. And it is here that our story continues. All right, we're gonna have everyone roll initiative.
Ooh,
But-
I haven't done that in a while.
But as we do so, I am going to very surreptitiously steal a turn here, as one of the ankrabs is going to go first
Surprise round. Oh shit.
and disappears back into the ground. As they do so, they burrow underneath Elink. Oh, sorry, no, Viv and Aleph. There we go. Boom. Causing a collapse of the ground beneath them as they fall to the chambers below. Which is why they're not here today. Oh no! You realize they'll be okay though, as Aleph turns her gaze up, gives the thumbs up to Lashara, pulls out her bow, and descends into the darkness.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Then, to begin, Lashara, you are up first on our initiative.
Okay. I'm gonna need to get a little bit closer to that guy, I think.
All right.
Oh, I'm gonna dodge the hole. Got it. Okay.
Well, I mean,
So,
yeah.
yeah. I think I will move, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Okay, I can get all the way. Ooh. I can get there. And Magnus, get over here. Thank you. And still too far away from what I really want to do. So I did a move and I'm going to just divine lance this thing and cross my fingers.
All right. As you step out,
All right.
as you step out to the somewhat withered fields, you form your magic into the large enchanted lance and hurl it past Arsini towards the Ankrav. Oh, and land a
Nice.
solid
I
hit.
hit it!
It's been a while since you've hit something with that.
I friggin' divine lance.
All right, for 5 points of damage. The Ankrav is angry.
Yeah. I'm like, big but oh no, don't like that. Yeah. Lucia was just like, oh, okay. Just kind of pets Magnus just a little bit. We're gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. And that's my turn.
Very nice. Next up, we have playing the role of Bilrata.
Okay. So
Skuliai, what do you do?
I've got no idea why I'm still second, but
Oh,
whatever. I can't even remember
Let's
what I
go.
got second from.
Let's remove it. It's fine.
There's the free action with initiative. The almost the calm of the impending battle, especially seeing that pothole close, which is why the rage will still keep in effect. Because that's the free action with barbarians now on initiative. But seeing that there is one further, because I've now got 30 with that rage, which is enough to use sudden charge to rapidly sprint around. Oh, that with sudden charge, I get a free attack at the end. Because I wasn't expecting it, it's just a solid fist punch, effectively, as I go in to try to effectively knock it back down into the hole.
Okay.
Third action would be effectively a stomp. Because as I said, I was trying to effectively get it into the...
Okay, I like that.
Mess with the stomp.
Okay. So you're trying to force it back into the hole.
Yeah, so the first one was just as part of charging it up, just
Yep.
to close the distance. And the next one was to effectively stomp it back down to try and
Okay.
restrict its movement to effectively its hole, if you see what I mean.
Okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. I'll say that the tail of the Ankrav hasn't quite come out fully yet, so it's not standing or fully out. It's definitely going to deal with you before it tries to fully emerge as you come in and just manage to crack some of the some of the carapace along its chest. Thorax. Sorry, I need to be scientific about this. Yes. But then we go to the creature. Looking at you, you watch its mandibles start to click and twist. Bill Ritter, roll me a percentage, please.
90.
All right, you are excluded from this. As for 2 actions, it sprays this huge gout of caustic acid. Thankfully, you are kind of underneath its chin, so the spray just goes kind of over you. But we have Arsini, who has failed his check, and Lashara. We'll get there, who has also failed, and Magnus, who has also failed.
Yeah.
All right. Arsini, you're going to use a hero point?
Yeah.
All right. Arsini, we'll take that hero point from you, and let's see how you go. With a second roll, that will deal half damage to you, as well as no persistent acid burn. So you take 4 points of damage as you dodge very narrowly. Lashara, hero point, yay or nay?
Yeah, let's give that a try.
All right. That brings us to a success with half damage and no
Yay.
persistent acid damage, which is 4 points of damage, which you absorb from your temporary hit points as well that you had from earlier. All right. Now, unfortunately, Magnus does not have hero points, so Magnus will take the full damage of, 16?
No, Magnus.
And persistent acid damage. Now, you can use an aid action in order to try and clear the acid off. You can potentially do that. Now, the acid... Now, for those of you who are picking the map where my acid is, Neil, she is immune to it, as there is a fence right here, and a hedge and a tree, so she is clear from that path.
Let's hope
All
we
right.
get hit that she could fight also with them.
Well, it's a good thing I'm in control of my NPCs, Neil.
I know.
It's your turn. What do you do? Oh, wait, no, sorry. He's got one more turn. He's got one more action.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I'm going to bite Bilratar, because Bilratar didn't get hit. No, I'm not. Oh, wait, yes, I am. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no. Well, sorry, wait. That's a scimitar. Ignore that. Ignore that whole attack.
It's got scimitars in its
That's good.
claws.
Oh, so
Oh god.
the Jen are attacking me.
The Jin just suddenly start attacking you. There we go. All right.
It's the Scorpion King.
Okay.
Oh my god.
It bites you. All right. As the mandibles sink into your shoulder, it is also filled with acid, which burns and creates a scarred wound. And that is the end of its turn, as we now go to Arsini.
All right. So I can't cast many spells since I can't speak. So I'm just going to take out 3 needles as I put my magic into it and kind of float in the air, and I'm going to just sink him in to the Ankrav's back as I try to attempt to hit him. That's 2 actions. Ah, shit. Hero point. If you'll,
All
if
right.
I can.
I will allow you to hero point.
All right. That's still a miss. What the?
All right, unfortunate. All right. So as you launch your series of needle darts, the front half of the creature turns, and as it does, interlocks the armor of its back and uses it to deflect the needles just off the scales. But that is...
He just looks at it and goes, "Flash shield," for my last action.
And shield. All right, the shield appears and floats in the air, ready to defend. All right, we don't need you. We don't need you. Lashara.
Okay, Lushar is like, okay, I'm not gonna get closer to that, and is going to back up.
Okay.
So she's gonna use an action to back over here. I don't think so. And then an aid. Yeah, let me try to get this acid off of Magnus so that doesn't keep hurting him.
Okay. With an aid, so you've moved, taken the aid action. With the aid action, that is plenty. There is no. You have to roll a d20 and get a 15. Because of cat rules, you only need to get a 10.
Okay. Go.
Easy. Yep. The acid
Yay.
is removed.
Okay, and then I will throw Stoke the Heart on Bill.
All right. You begin to cast your spell, and Bill, you feel that that same rising in blood pressure as you feel that adrenaline coming from the Stoke the Heart spell. You gain a bonus +2 to your damage, and bonuses to fear. All
That's
right.
what the barbarian needs.
Which brings us to you.
Okay. So, having seen the spray go over the top of Bill's head, he will first attempt to grapple it with the aim effectively to make sure its head can't point at the group. That's the first grapple.
All right, let's do it. All right, unfortunately, that grapple is not high enough. You can use the hero point if you want.
Yeah, since I've got the 3. That's
All right.
tough. A success. Yay.
Okay. As you twist around, you sort of rise up and sort of manage to grab onto one of the large sort of like interlaced legs, twist around and sort of put it into like this big grip, and you kind of try to hold it as best you can. Now, effectively, this is you grappling a horse, effectively.
Yeah.
I believe there are
Thankfully,
rules in regards
I
to...
do have Titan Wrestler as well, so I can go side categories.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, I was just going to say, yes. So, yeah, because you have Titan Wrestler, you are accustomed to grappling larger creatures. So, yes, this creature is now currently held in place with your Herculean strength. You have 2 more actions. What do you want to do?
And then with that, effectively, because it's going to have to almost be like an arm lock around it.
Mm-hmm.
Hands are kind of out, so it's effectively going to be trying knees and effectively the side of the carcass.
Sure. Dragging your knee up, you raise it into one of the kind of segments in the middle. Let's see if you can make the hit. Ooh, unfortunately, that is not
Nope.
going to hit. You do have a hero point?
No, not that
Oh.
one.
All right.
And
And with your third hit, you take your head back and BAM! You collide it as hard as you can. Ooh, for another miss, unfortunate.
at least it's not a critical miss with the third attack. so
That's
I'll take
fair. That is fair. That is fair. All right. Which then brings us to the Ankrav. Now, the Ankrav is thrashing. It does not like this, so it is going to focus its entire being to devouring Bilratar. Now, as part of the grapple rules, it is able to make unarmed strikes against you because it is not restrained yet. So it is not going to try and break free. It's just going to try and eat you. Actually, it'll try to break out on the last attack. So, first one will miss. Second attack will hit for max damage.
Ooh.
Dang, 18 damage. And with its last attack, it will attempt to break free. What's your fortitude plus 10?
It'd be a 20.
All right. And it gets a 21, which is just enough to break free of the grapple. All right. Bilratar, you are thrown aside as we go to Arsini. Our two dwarves, neck and neck, hanging on in the front line with this creature.
Same thing. It almost looks like I'm kind of dancing with my knife or my daggers, or my the darts, because I can't really do much else without being able to speak. I guess. Oh, well, I guess. So the glass shield falls because I was from around. A round or one action to sustain it,
Mm-hmm.
and then I will last two actions try again with the darts.
All right, very well. So your shield continues to hover as once again you form these needles and launch them towards the...
The shield goes away. I thought.
Oh, sorry, I
the
thought you said you
shield-
were concentrating on it.
Shield isn't a concentrate.
Oh, what are you concentrating
needle
on?
darts. Needle darts.
Oh, right. Sorry, yes. I'm
But
with you.
Didn't we say last time?
So
with
yeah,
needle
no.
darts,
So
it's
see,
just the 2-action
I
cantrip.
forgot. Yeah, I did forget it. So because you're concentrating, instead of costing 2 actions to use needle darts, it just costs the 1. So you've got 2 actions remaining.
No,
No.
it's not a sustained spell. It says concentrate such that things can interrupt it. Like reactive
Oh,
strike.
right.
Oh, I guess.
Right.
Okay.
I'm with you. Okay, I'm
So it
with you.
doesn't actually. So I don't actually need to concentrate on it.
No.
No.
Okay. Okay then. Then yeah, 2 actions to use needle dart.
All right.
Yeah, that one hits.
All right.
It's not
Then-
a crit, but that's okay.
Mm-hmm. The needles hit. Ooh, for 11 points of damage, they embed themselves into the side of the creature, who once again howls in pain. Meanwhile, Lashara, the noise has
Yes.
drawn out a creature near you.
Of course it has.
Something is rustling in the bushes near where you are. What is your reaction?
Yeah. Well, she doesn't want to just strike it. She doesn't know what's in there, but she's gonna step away from the bush and just be like, "Wow, what is this?"
All right. You
Like,
step away.
"Hello?"
Magnus growls. The creature moves closer and closer. You can't see it through the dark coloration of the withered crops that are there. You begin to watch as it gets closer, and then suddenly, leaping out of the bushes.
How was that hiding in the bushes?
Here's a cow.
Oh, hi, cow.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, Neil, the rest of your turn.
I guess last action. Can I attempt to just try and jab this thing with the mama's black stick of nope?
Sure.
Okay.
You take out the mama's black stick of nope. It's a large blackened wooden magic item that looks like a splinter, and you go to try and stab it.
Okay. Oh wait, why is it? Should be +5 plus my oops. It should be a. Oh, it does say 7 on there. Okay.
Well, that, my
Uh,
friend, is a critical failure.
I am going. You're gonna jinx point it again. I'm gonna.
Oh, you
crit
know
this
I'm going
time.
to.
I'm gonna use my crit token.
You're gonna use your crit token on something that doesn't deal
no, it's-
damage.
I know. No, I'm good. I'll just hero point it so you can take away my hero point.
Sure. All right, roll again.
Oh, okay. You're not taking it?
No.
Awesome. That's a crit fail.
Ah, look, okay, I know.
You stabbing yourself
Justice
again?
is-
Okay, so I know.
I don't know.
So first of all, it's a hero point, so he does go with advantage. It's still a crit fumble because you crit fumbled with a crit fumble. But I want to go out here and say this. I want to say this just outrightly, okay? I do not condone player versus GM competition or kind of like that like aggressive, like I don't believe that. I believe we're all working together in order to tell a good story. But there is something special that just makes me want to yell out, "Eat shit." Because because
I deserved it.
because like I don't know, like what are the odds that the one time I decide not to jinx point on a crit fumble that it lands another crit fumble? It's not that it's against Neil. It's like a goddamn, I love my fucking luck. I love my fucking luck. Okay, so everyone hates it though. When I'm GM, everyone fucking hates it. All right, Neil,
No, it's fun.
pick a
Yep.
number between 1 to 5.
5.
Sometimes you just gotta tell someone to eat shit. That's striking. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, our dear friend Kate, another wonderful and amazing content creator. If you happen to be going to PAX Australia, I believe, Kate, you're gonna be there. Is that my understanding? I feel like I've seen stuff. Sorry, did you say 5?
Yeah.
Okay, number 5. You made a melee attack. You make an awkward attack and are flat-footed or off guard for the rest of your round. Ooh, 5 panels and counting. So yes, please go check out Kate O'Sullivan and yeah, go check them out. Okay, here we go.
A donation has come in, Doug.
We have another donation. Is it from Cookie? Is it Cookie?
Cookie.
Cookie, you bloody legend, you. What have you done?
He's maxed out all the hero points.
Max out the hero points. See, now I'm even more glad that I didn't burn my freaking thing. All right, thank you, Cookie Mon Steve, for the donation and for loading up the hero points again. Clearly, I have to try harder with my players to wipe them out. So yeah, I'll work on that. There you go. Yeah. Also, Cass, yes, I agree. Gen Con was a whole thing. I'm only now just recovering some mobility in my foot properly, so it's still tender, but it's I can put more weight on it without bothering too much. So yeah. Yep, because I goofed. I broke my foot on the first day of Gen Con, and I kept walking, and now I've got another maybe.
How do you even do it?
I kicked a big rock. It was late. I was tired.
Rock.
Yeah, it was late. I was tired because I never got over my jet lag while I was there, so I just wasn't paying attention. It's fine. Dag does dumb things
gotcha.
too. Yeah. All right. There we go. And then we're back to Lashara. Lashara, you are staring at a cow. The cow is staring at you. The cow then goes moo. It is your turn.
Okay.
It's holding diamonds.
Okay, the cow seems non-threatening at the moment, so she's going to. Hi, cow. And then she's going to fling a divine lance at that thing.
You divine lance the cow. Okay, here we go.
No, of course not. That's why.
Oh, I thought when you
she-
said the thing, I thought you meant the
No.
cow. Okay.
Oh no, the
He moo
hissy,
lances
the
cow.
hissy monster.
Okay,
We're gonna go,
very well.
Yeah, she's just gonna wave to the cow and then turn and fling a bolt over.
Ooh.
Oh, another
Oh
hit.
my God, again, yes. All right, take that.
All right, 5 points of damage as the Ankrav takes another hit. Man, you guys are like laying into this thing.
You know, it's big and scary, and it threw acid on me and my cat.
Yeah, that's actually kind of true. I mean, if anyone could, like, have a reason to thing is, throw acid on your cat. Fuck that.
They threw acid on my cat, so it just needs to go. And then I think let me just double check. I think I need to
Oh no.
Okay. And then my last action is sustaining Stoke the Heart on Bill. And then I'll turn back to the cow.
All right, very well.
Hey, we're friends, right?
Now, what do you want to tell Magnus regarding the cow?
The cow doesn't seem threatening, so I'll tell him to leave the cow alone for now.
All right,
Like, don't
Magnus
eat the
growls
cow.
a little bit, but then stops.
Yeah. I'll tell him unless the cow like tries to harm either of us, to leave it alone. That way he can defend himself if the cow like, loses its mind and decides it wants to hurt us. Or it's something else in disguise
Mad
and
cow
not actually a
disease.
cow. Well, I mean, it could be a disguised. It could be not, a fake cow. So unless the cow attempts to harm us, like
The cow with a K. It's not
who
Rory.
knows?
All right,
You never know.
very well.
You never know. It could be a disguised cow. It could be a fake cow.
All right, very well. Magnus will abide by your request. Still growl because he doesn't necessarily know this cow.
Yeah, we don't know this cow. It could be a fake cow, like I said.
That's true. That's
So-
true. All right. And then after Lashara, we go to Bilrata.
Right, so, feeling that just punching into the side of this corpus isn't quite working, the hand will go down effectively to the holster behind Bill's back and pulls out his clan dagger, aiming to effectively try to lodge it in between the various overlapping points of the corpus. See if you can get it beneath, to the soft flesh beneath.
All right, go for it. All right, you find the fleshy bits.
I found the fleshy bits.
All right, and with that, you may describe your killing blow of the creature.
Yes, so with the dagger sort of slicing in, going in a little bit further, not realizing it, just clips the vital organ inside and just comes out. And he just looks down and just sees effectively the blood on his hands, like, ew. And just starts splicking the blood off into the wheat field beside him.
All right. As the creature slumps over, there is this kind of very foul smell that emanates from it. You're not sure what it is, but it's kind of like it's a very aniseed kind of smell. Very bitter, very. It's very difficult to say. Almost spicy, actually. Thinking about it as well.
Ooh.
I will give a 1 per game hero point if any of you can tell me what the smell implies. It is something tied to real life.
It's pheromones.
Yes, more details, please.
It's attracting others.
Close, but no cigar.
Damn it.
Must be like, if I'm thinking ants, it's like a cry for help kind of pheromone. Like,
Ooh, so close. This close.
That's what I meant by the.
You got one more
pheromones,
guess. It's a bitter, spicy smell.
God damn it, cow.
but mustard gas.
God damn it, cow. I knew it. I knew it was sus. It's either to cry for help, which we just ruled out, or it's a warning to stay away, danger.
Warning to stay
No.
away, danger. Yes, when ants actually die, they release a pheromone which tells the other ants that, first of all, there are ants dying here, and secondly, if it is particularly close to the hive, they will remove the body in order to try and make people feel like they're not there. In this particular case, that smell begins to permeate through the fields. It has covered Bilratar from head to toe, and it is spreading fast. The smell has indeed sent the warning out. And in due time, with the second of these creatures being killed by your other allies down below, you will successfully
Ooh.
have managed to drive away
Yay!
Yay!
the Ankegs, which of course deal with the burrowing creatures and also deal with the lack of nutrients in the
Ooh.
ground.
I did one with
Oh.
two with one stone. Yeah.
Which only leaves what was it? The termites
Yep.
and what was the other?
the weather?
And the
lack of
weather.
rain.
Yeah. The lack of rain and the weather are all that remain. But from behind,
Yeah.
where Lashara happens to be, you hear a voice coming from behind you. I must say, I was not expecting adventurers to be clearing these lands of the vermin that reside within these hills.
Oh, hello. And
Salutations.
what's your name?
I am Cow von Beefovich. He then
Lovely to meet you, Cal.
he walks over to you and licks your hand. Blum. The pleasure is all mine.
Yes.
By the way, this is all Cookie Mon's fault.
You've unleashed a vampire cow upon
Yeah.
us. Thank you.
Yeah, people are all like, I can say whatever I want in chat, and I'm like, no.
We're being attacked by a vow.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Oh. Yes. What brings you here?
Well, as it just so happens, I've recently been driven from my land by other who hunt the creatures of the night, and I've been looking for a place to call my own. I saw this blighted and desolate wasteland, and I tried to find a place devoid of people that might want to rise up and challenge my power.
I see. Perhaps this isn't the right blighted area for you then, because we've been working very hard to restore this land. for
Yes, I have seen
people.
this, which is why I wish to claim these lands. I mean, after all, cows are people too. Well, not really, but
Yeah.
vampire cows should be able to. I mean, do you have anyone in mind to tend these lands?
No,
Well, then
we
I do.
just wanted it to
Oh, to be
become fertile again.
to be well, it's very good because I wish for them to be fertile as well. You see, I eat cows because I am a vampire cow, so I eat cows because that
see.
makes sense because vampire people eat people, so I eat cows, which means I would be looking for people to work the land and raise the cows that I will then feed on.
I see. Okay.
So here is my proposal.
Oh, yes.
Allow me to take these lands off your hands. And in return, you never speak of this pact again. No one must know that my devil-like cloven hooves lie deep within the soil here, waiting for my moment to strike at an unsuspecting world of cows.
I need to confer with my colleagues for a moment. I can't make an agreement upon.
But
without
yes, of
their
course,
input.
of course.
Thank you. I will be right back. Come on, Magnus. And I'll go over and explain the situation about there's a vampire cow who wishes to claim these lands in order to bring people in to raise cows so that it has a food source. Not people, cows. He feeds on cows. I'm not sure if this will. I mean, maybe we can talk to the genie. Does this like align with our task?
Sorry, because of where my head was going, so this might not be appropriate for Bill, but he'll just say, "Well, you find the right farmer when it comes to slaughtering. He's got nice bloodless meat to sell to the market."
The only problem is technically he would be immune to steaks.
No.
Have you actually managed to kill Neil?
I think Neil died. Okay.
It's taken a long time for you to get to that point for Neil.
Oh, all right.
But yeah,
I mean, did the task specifically say only people?
but
Presuming you're saying this loud enough for the genie to hear, the genies say, "The task was simple. Whomsoever takes these lands next must be able to reap what they sow. It cares not for us if they happen to be a cow, a pigeon, as long as they have true rights to this land." Yes, and, well, strictly speaking, says the other genie, strictly speaking, the previous owners are dead. So, with no next of kin, it would come down to whoever so laid claim. I lay claim! Well, okay, so that... well, yeah, I suppose that's a... Yes!
Oh, this vampire cow.
But you think about it, if he's going to be here for presumably 10 at a time, even if there's...
I will be here forever, because I am a member of the undead. I do not know if you know this about me, but I am a cowpile.
Yes.
Cow
Or did you
just
just
comes back to
assume
the
that I
shower
was
after
one
that.
because of my outrageous accent? Oh,
No,
yes.
The
It's a-
wings.
Oh, yes, of
But
course.
yes, this would at least mean that even if humans came in to support him, at least if he's the legal owner,
He's the legal owner, and
then humans
people
can just...
obviously need to work the lands to have fields so that they can survive and feed the cows and raise the cows.
But,
And...
but it's also not constantly transitioning human ownership,
Yes.
right?
Especially any rights in the dirt as best as he can. He would probably be the only one to have the cows, because everyone else's cows would die from him drinking their blood. Maybe.
Yeah, if the farmers
Wow.
are happy with the beef results,
Yeah.
Yeah,
As
no,
long
you
as
realize
it's
that
Drinking the
fa-
blood, he's
Yeah.
actually not eating the meat.
yeah, the farmers
Yeah,
won't take
sure.
beef with that. It's
I'm sure
yeah,
they
the
won't,
farmers
but-
won't take beef with that.
oh no, I'm hiding the smile.
He's just gonna make it worse if you do that. Not that I mind.
Well, it's
it
better
is a
than the
good day.
constant "your mama."
That's fair, that's fair.
All right. Well, lovely. So we have a owner who's going to encourage growth and prosperity here for the sake of cows. Wonderful. We just have a few more things to sort out then.
So I guess this means if we're looking for a suitable dwelling for the owner, maybe it's not a house we need, but a suitable cowshed.
How dare you?
Why
I
don't
do not
we-
sleep in a cowshed. I sleep
And a cow thing?
standing up, side down. He just sort of goes on his
Naturally.
back and his feet go up. But he says, but this place is far too bright and sunny. Allow me to deal with this. And you watch as he then begins to bellow a large moo, raising his head to the sky. You watch as clouds begin to roil overhead, storming, thundering, and then rain starts to pour down. There, that is better. Now no more annoying sunlight.
Shit, he
You
just-
will need some periods of sunlight so that your people, when they come in, can grow.
My friend in Barovia
food.
says this is a lie.
I was thinking of that.
I see. Okay.
My friend in Barovia. How did he get out?
All right,
Been there.
done. You now have water. You now have water.
It's one massive take.
Yep. Boom. The vampire says, I will return in a few days once I have found people to tend to the farm. It has been a pleasure meeting you, but be off of my land by the time I return, or else I will make you tend these farms. And he sort of who does the whole like hypno eyes thing that vampires do before turning into a flock of tiny bats with cow faces. And then fluttering away.
Nice.
Well,
Oh, by the way, this
that
artwork.
was my first time seeing that.
Yeah. This artwork, by the way, is of Hellcow. He's actually a legitimate character in the Marvel universe.
Oh, jeez. That's
That's
cool.
hilarious.
Yeah. Can you draw that?
Thank you, Cookie Mon.
Yes. Yes, Cass, you may. Okay. Yep, thank you, Cookie Mon, for that encounter. That was just
Yes,
funny
It was lovely.
and entertaining. All right, which just leaves the matter of the termites that continually eat the wooden structures here on the farm.
Okay. Can I find these termite nests and haunting him them?
Make a survival check, please, as you begin to search the area to try and find these termite nests.
Survival. Oh, I'm not very good at that. Okay.
With a 13, the land is quite large, and termites live predominantly underground. While there are, of course, these large, like almost like pillars of. I should probably change from the vampire music. One sec.
Vampire termites. Oh, shit.
It's just the essence he's left
Termites.
behind with the vampire music.
Yes.
Vampire Land. Vampire
Um,
Land has vampire music.
Oh, you know what we need? We need the. Where are you? Yes. I love this one. Ah, much better. This is farmland music. All right. Yeah, they normally leave these like large pillars of mud and stone and stuff, which they use to protect their nests and things. You can't seem to find any nearby. You've looked around, and I'm going to say this search has taken you about 20 minutes, but you haven't found any.
Well, I don't have any ideas on how to find these, so
So hearing the showers to that, can Bill, I'm guessing it'd be survival or nature, cast his mind back to think of anything that would help drive termites away to try and make them think this isn't a suitable residence anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I'm asking, which role would it be, survival or nature, for Bill to think about that?
Survival, I guess? Also, really quickly as well, welcome to the chat, Miss Catlist, and thank you for the 200 bits, you lovely, wonderful, and amazing person. Mwah. Hope you're enjoying the show. I miss your face, and you're a wonderful person. And I'm really happy you're here.
Can I hero point that roll, please?
I suppose. Yeah, okay, go on. Hero point.
Oh,
All right.
Okay.
Unfortunately,
No offense.
unfortunately, with an 11, that is not going to be enough. Building and crafting is not your strong suits, I'm afraid.
Well, we have 2 wishes. Termites are very well spread out. I don't know that we can effectively find, and even if we can find their nests, eliminate them all. Yes, Arsene, do you have an idea? Okay.
and Arseni remembers a book that he read from way long ago. A book about a man who controlled rats with a flute. And so he pulls out his violin, and I'm going to attempt to kind of like how with flies, how if you play like, because I think it's true, because I like how flies, like in a frequency they'll kind of fly in certain patterns, or I know like some insects will do that, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But Arseni is going to try and play music to lure out the termites.
I'm going to take a hero point off you for wasting my time. No, it's fine.
Okay.
All right, no, I'm good. No. All right, I'm going to take a hero point, but you can make a perform check to see if you can Pied Piper the termites from the surrounding countryside to your location.
Oh, that was almost a natural 20.
Sure, not a problem. All right.
It's 21.
So, you begin to play your instrument. What are you playing? You're playing a violin?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Do I have any cool violin things that don't sound creepy and evil? Nope, creepy violin. It's literally right there. Ooh, violin notes. Huh? Good? Bad? So, Arseni, you begin to play. And as this happens, the ground begins to move. Is that it? Okay, that's gonna kill me. Hold on, wait.
It's like blood of the bumblebee, but destruction of the termites.
No, all I've got is creepy violins. I guess we might have
I
to
just
do...
angered
Oh,
him.
I've got it. Oh, wait, no, here we go. Here we go. What's this one? Come on. Give me something good. Give me something good. Hello, Fantasy Grounds. This is Dag. We've been friends for a while now. The least you can do...
Sirenscape.
Sirenscape. What did I say? Fuck Fantasy Grounds. Okay.
Fantasy Grounds.
No wonder
hold
it's
on.
not listening.
Oh, there we go. All right. Sweet. Okay. So, as Arseni begins to play, suddenly the ground starts to move and twist and turn. All of a sudden, this tiny little termite crawls to the surface. And this tiny little itty-bitty termite comes up behind. It's like a little lava with a tiny bow tie. It says, "Father, what is that noise?" "I don't know, child, but I feel a deep summoning." But Father, we don't know what it means." No, we don't. But listen, if we spend all of our lives with our heads in the ground, we'll never truly get to understand what lies over that horizon. "Harold?" Another termite shows up, holding another little lava. "Harold, do you..."
Oh, no.
"Yes, I hear it. I'm going to go." "But Harold, you have 50,000 sons and daughters. You can't leave them without a father." "It'll be all right. I'll just be going over the hill. I'll be back before you know it. Just over the hill? Yes. Well, then I'm coming too. No. Who's going to take care of the children? The children will be fine. Claire is over a week old. She's basically grown legs at this point. And the little lava says, yes, Daddy, I can take care of everyone.
Oh no.
You're my strong little girl, you know that? And he picks up the tiny little lava and gives it a squeeze. It's a little moist as he does so. And then, we'll be back soon. Goodbye, Papa. They crawl out. And as they do, from like a million other little holes, there's like billions of these termites that start crawling over the rocks, over the pathways. Stay close to me. I'm trying. The crowd begins to get bigger as they get closer. Harold, I'm scared. We're almost there, honey. Stay. And all of a sudden, he looks back. He's only holding on to an arm. The crowd is pulled and pushed. Everyone is hustling and bustling. There's noise. Harold! He looks back. He can't see over the crowd. They keep pushing him forward. I can't see you! I can't see you! Harold! And they suddenly separate. As they make their way to the hill, they finally cross over and they see this large farm. They see these two magnificent, godlike beings.
Did I summon more?
And they start to crawl in. And as they do so, the sun's rays beat down vigorously. Blinded, he raises his tiny little arm and then sees Arsini playing the violin. And all the termites look at each other. And then they look at Arsini. And they're super confused. Arsini, roll me a perception. Roll me a percentage, please.
I was like, perception. Uh-oh. 28.
With a 28, all of a sudden, the crowd grows silent. All the termites around you go quiet. And then suddenly, somebody yells out, "It's just some guy with a violin! I left my family! I lost my wife! Get him!" And roll initiative.
Oh my god! Man, I'm causing all sorts of problems.
All right. Well, you don't have to roll initiative. I'll roll initiative for everyone.
Yeah.
Boom! There it is.
Yeah.
Okay. The ants begin first and start to cling and climb on to you.
No.
They're going to deal damage to you every round they're clinging. Oh, sorry, that was Bill Ratar. Ignore Bill Ratar. I will remove that. They will cling to Arsini. All right. So, yep, they're just on you. They're just crawling up your arms, up your legs. I'm going to say that Stoke the Heart and Rage have also ended.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's what they do. Arsini, you are covered in termites. Ah! 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 They're eating me! They're eating me! All right, what do you do?
Silenced as well.
Yeah.
Just yelling silently.
We can't hear him scream.
That's right. That's right. You have been silenced. I forgot about that.
Oh no. I can't really do much.
Stomp on the storm.
I guess I'd just try to fling him off of me.
All right. Make an athletics check as you attempt to fling them off your body. Neil.
45.
Roll again.
Yep.
Oh,
22.
okay. You pull them off you and manage to get them to stop grabbing onto you. They fall to the ground, but quickly start to swarm and basically come after you again.
Yep.
Okay.
So that was one action. Second action, shield. Because I've got glass shield and shield, so that I can't use glass shield for, was it 10 minutes?
Yes.
So then I just use their shield. And then my last action is just, like running away. So 5, 10, 15, 20.
All right. Done and done. You cast shield and you run. Okay. Lashara, you're watching a horde of termites chasing Arsini.
Okay. She just like and then she's going to be like, well, I guess, and she's going to sing a very haunting hymn, if you will.
Oh, I see.
And that is a fortitude save. Yeah.
Hey, what? Sorry.
It's a fortitude save.
Fortitude save.
Drag it on.
Yeah, drag and drop it on him.
onto the turn.
All right, they succeed for half damage.
All right.
All right.
So sorry, termites, but
Take 1 point of damage.
They take 1 point of damage.
yeah, her heart wasn't in it because she was just like, I don't understand what just happened here.
Well,
And then,
apparently termites showed up.
Yeah, and she's like, oh, okay. And then she's going to. She doesn't want them on her. She's gonna back up a little bit. Back up a little bit. You know, give them a clear shot to come after Arsini.
Like,
And she'll just follow behind and keep doing hunting him at them.
you just like go right
They
ahead.
seem, yeah, they seem very focused. At least if they come my way, Magnus will probably assault them with fire.
All right, very well.
That's my turn.
All right, Bilratar. Strangely enough, even though you're standing amidst the termites, they don't seem to be doing anything to you.
They're just parting the ways around my feet type thing.
Yeah.
And but seeing the fact that they're all going and chasing after Arseni,
Mhm.
Bill will
Oh,
take out one of his torches and quickly light it. And using effectively the flaming brand, try to swaft into the swarm in question to try and get them as much as possible.
All right, by all means, please do so. Just use your fist for this one.
Yeah. Oh.
With a 13, unfortunately, even though the swarm is parting ways, it also parts ways from your attacks as you try to hit them, and it is like nothing you've ever fought before.
Yep.
The ants have a 30-foot fly speed.
Why?
Light up! Wings out!
Oh God!
All right.
All in perfect formations.
Yeah, perfect formations. They once again start clinging to you. You blessed fist. All up in there. Yes. All right. With their last action, they're just going to deal a bit of damage. Oh, but you've resisted the damage. How do you resist the damage?
Is it poison? Oh, because of shield.
Oh, fair enough. Very well.
I think that only works like melee attack stuff, doesn't it?
No, that's
Yeah,
it.
let me look.
Yeah, you're good. All right. Yeah, they just cling to you.
Okay, sweet.
All right. It is now your turn, as they once again... It's pretty much like watching Arsini run, ha, 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 and then suddenly, whack, ah! Now he's swarmed again.
Okay, well, if the music attracted them, maybe the music could push them away. Oh, but I can't use musical accompaniment because that's a voice. It's a visual, or it's the V one, so I can't do.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so I guess I'm just gonna try and play my music again and see if I can play something that'll push them away. Maybe they don't like.
Make a performance check, and I'm gonna burn another hero point for this. Unfortunately, with your performance, while you are being
You know what,
literally...
This time I'm actually going to use a critical token.
Are you gonna use your nat 20?
Yeah, so 27.
All right, burning the natural 20 with a 27. Roll me a percentage. Let's see how many.
Oh no!
37. No, that's fine. 37. So let's say
Okay.
40% abandon you, which is okay. All right, done and done. 40% of the insects, they hear you and they're like, "Ah, this guy's terrible. Come on, guys, let's get out of here." And they leave. But there is still a good chunk of the army still here.
Okay, how many actions would you say that was?
Sorry, how many actions? I'd say
Yeah.
that is technically 2 actions. 1 action because of its
Okay.
effect, and 1 action because of its an area of effect, technically.
Gotcha. Then the last one is I will just try to shake them off again.
All right, make an athletics check as you try to shake them off your body. 19? Yeah, that'll do it. All right, they are no longer clinging to
Awesome.
you.
All right, but I can't move because that was my third action.
Yes, however, you are no longer able to concentrate or manipulate as they are biting you.
Ah!
Well, at least for
So
1
I can't
round.
probably play music then now.
Yeah,
So
for 1 round. Lashara, back up to you. There is a mound of termites biting Arsini. You then watch as a chunk of them separate from his body as he starts to play the violin while he's in it. Plays. You know what? Hold on. Wait. Hold on, let me see if I can do this.
Interesting.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Yes, This is the weirdest fight she's to deal with so far in her little elven life. Well, she doesn't want to get closer to them in case like they decide to attack her. So she's going to try to divine lance a swarm and hope that a bunch will get caught in the burning fire of this divine lance. All
Okay.
right, let's see if we can get them.
I know what I can do.
Here we go.
Ha ha ha.
Arsini
Divine
playing
lance
music.
is behaving today.
All right.
Take that, swarm.
All right, your Divine Lance flies out and strikes the swarm, dealing 7 points of damage. It is injured by the glowing light of your magic. As some of the ants are
And
exploding.
then-
You watch as some of them are
Yeah.
like, "Ah, we're under fire! Take cover!" And then suddenly the Divine Lance hits. Boom! There's like a couple of the termites begin to get up in the smoke cloud. One of them looks around, picks up a severed arm, looks around, measures it. It's not his arm. He puts it back down.
I'm imagining that Arsini is the only one hearing all their like little voices, and everyone else is just like, "Why are we fighting bugs? What are they so mad at?" But she is going to then cast shield on herself just in case, they get mad that she just assaulted them.
Clearly, the bugs are all music critics.
Yeah,
They do not approve of his performance.
they do not.
And that is Lushaur's turn.
To answer the question of how I got Vivaldi, in addition to Sirenscape, I also have a subscription to Epidemic Sound, which allows for a ton of royalty-free music should I need something particular. I know that things like violins, for example, are clearly something that isn't there as much, so there you go. Maybe that is a tag I should put in, Schoolie Eye. Good point. Well done. Okay.
I thought you did have one at one point, which
I
is
didn't.
why.
I didn't. Okay.
Oh, sorry, that's Neil's tag for his extra music, I suppose.
Very well. Bill Rotar, it is your turn.
So, yep, so with the flaming brand still out, Bill's going to have to charge it after the swarm, and will continue to wave the torch through to at least try to get as many of them off as possible.
Critical fail. Pick number two, 1 to 5. No, you know what? No, you're not even getting that. Roll your damage on Neil. As basically, you just start. I'll help you, and you start to wail on him with this flaming mace.
Right. So I'm guessing you'll add extra fire damage to this, in addition to the fist.
It'll just be the fist damage. Well, it'll be fire damage, but he's got no extra resistances or penalties to it, so it's fine. All right, 8 points of damage. Whack, 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 whack.
And he's still playing. Just really.
Yeah, he's trying.
He's still playing. Then Bill's not really focusing. It's still.
Oh shit!
You got it this time.
All right. You land a critical hit. All right, as you strike,
Oh.
dealing a total of 8 damage, because unfortunately you rolled minimum. But let's get that
Yep.
critical hit.
Well, let's go for the 2 now. Right,
1, 2. Here we go. All right. Bludgeoning damage. Triple damage. And they have to succeed on a fort save or be wiped out.
Whoa!
All right. So, roll another lot of damage for him. Oops. Didn't want to do that. And as you swing and swipe and batten, the swarm doesn't look great. With a 22. I don't think that's enough for this level. What's your DCs normally? Your class DC? It might be
19.
Oh, okay. They just
It's 19,
survive.
yeah.
Barely survive, but they do it.
Ooh.
All right. The
They're
termites
very persistent.
go again.
With violin music.
Attack Arsini
Ow!
for 9 damage. And then attack again for 15 damage.
I have 1 HP left.
And then cling to your body once again. As they basically go, kill the oppressor. All right.
At this point, it hurts so much, but Arseni had a plan in his head, but now with all that, he's basically, since they just clung to me, he's now stopped playing his violin. And
Oh,
he's
you
just
stopped?
gonna
Hold on.
He's just gonna head full sprint, 60 move, because I only have 20, towards the well, and I'm gonna jump in the well.
All right. You jump towards the well. All right.
I guess 40 move, which would be 5,
Okay.
10, 15, 20. Oh, wait, no, it's half.
It's
every
fine.
time,
It's
sorry.
35. That's why I measured it.
Okay, yeah.
Cool.
So I take 40 to go to the well and then jump
Yeah.
in the well.
Jump in the well. Okay.
I know there's water at the bottom.
There is.
Mm-hmm.
There is water at the bottom.
Yeah.
At the bottom, Neil.
Yeah. Mm.
He
Okay.
didn't say he zipped line down the
He didn't.
Oh,
rope
yeah.
or
Just,
And if
anything.
I recall correctly, recalled correctly, you brought the bucket up in order to use it for the ritual for the holy water.
I
So the
did,
bucket,
So it's
Oh,
in the
but-
field.
so the bucket
It's
isn't
not
actually.
just that. He was using the bucket down the holes for the anchorites to flush them out of their nest.
Yeah, so the
things
buckets
that
are in the
down there.
field somewhere. So there is nothing there. Really quickly, we have a question from Vala, who has asked, I have just noticed that Arsini is not a skeleton anymore. What did I miss, or is there too much context? No, there isn't any context, because it is as without context as one could imagine. A mad scientist went up to the group and said, I have a machine. If I put you in the machine and pull the lever, it will turn you into something else. I'm trying to kill all the elves by turning them into other things. You are clearly people who want to walk into this machine. As long as you don't get any dust anywhere, it should work. And Neil, genius Neil, turns around and goes, I'll do it. Pocket of sand. Goes into the machine,
Not even
waits
pocket
for
of sand, it's
waits for him to
like
close it,
throat of sand.
and then goes, sand. And nothing happens because the machine's already started. And he's in it. And so he grows flesh, shrinks down, and becomes a dwarf. That was it. And he did the thing. Look, to be fair, mad scientist though he may have been, he did the thing he said he was going to do. The problem is he didn't know what he was going to turn him into, so it was just as likely he would turn into a dwarf as he would be turning into a capybara. But he is currently a dwarf. That is just it. And there's no cure for it. Technically speaking, he could go back and have them throw the switch again and see if he ends up in a particular way. However, he could also end up as a pile of goo with an eyeball. Like, we don't know what would happen. So yes, so that's, we'll see. But yes, that is why Arsini is currently not undead. Thank you for your question. And again, remember, you can always ask questions and throw out comments here. We always pay attention. Okie dokie. Neil. Now, I established the distance of this well as roughly 40 foot before you hit the rocks below. The rocks have since been blown up, meaning that there is now access to the water tablet below. However, the water tablet isn't necessarily where the rocks happen to be, so you're going to fall very deep. But I don't want to kill you off, so I'm going to make you roll a percentage. This percentage will be doubled in order to tell us the distance of how far you fall. You will have your damage reduced. All right, 20 foot. You'll have your damage reduced by 5 foot from the water. And ignoring the first 5 foot, that is 2d6 points of damage. No, yeah, 20 foot. So that's, no, ignore the first 10 foot. Then half the damage. So 1d6. You take 1d6 points of damage from a 20-foot fall. You take 2 points of damage, Neil.
Which
As you-
puts me to 37.
I'm
but
aware.
Puts me under.
I'm aware. Do you want to use a hero point?
Yeah, I'm gonna use. the
I
hero
will
points.
jinx it. Because you won't
No, you son
learn
of a
if I
bitch.
don't. Jinx point.
Oh,
right. So as you, so thank you, by the way, to the audience for giving hero points and jinx points. So as you hit the water hard enough, you lose consciousness. You start to sink. You are now dying one. And
I was wounded one already, so I'm dying too.
you're dying two. Of course you are. Dying two. But the swarm is now defeated. All right, one moment. As the splash hits the water, all of a sudden, there's this churning of bubbles. Termites everywhere, scrambling to get to the surface, but the roiling water makes it difficult. Their tiny lungs unable to hold on to much air. One by one, bloop, 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 dead termites float to the surface. Until finally, Harold bursts through the surface. As he does, he watches as other termites start, basically rising to the surface. He swims over and tries to grab a person he was fighting next to, but he's only holding on to a severed head. He lets it go, and he quickly swims. He looks around. What is effectively a 5-foot circumference well is a lake to these termites. He swims towards one of the edges and places his hand on the cold stone. He takes a moment and tries to grab onto it, tries to pull himself up, but the water is too slippery, it's too wet. He keeps feeling himself get pulled away. He's tired. He's walked so far and fought so hard. He looks behind. Several other termites have started to gather up the corpses of other termites to make makeshift rafts. But he watches as there's nowhere for them to go. More termites around the edges try to climb up. This is it, he thinks. All for just finding out what was on the other side. He closes his eyes. But then suddenly, a tiny little thread begins to descend downwards. He feels it with his hand. He grabs onto it. It looks silver in color. He thinks, oh, this must be it. It's just a spider web. I may as well be food for another creature. He closes his eyes again, and then he hears, Harold! Harold! He looks up and he sees his wife with 5 arms. Because he tore off an arm earlier on. She's holding a silkworm with a long thread of silk leading down the well. He says, this can't be real. You're an angel here to take me to heaven. He's like, well, not here at least. We'll get back home first and then I'll take you to heaven. He grabs onto the silk and suddenly starts to climb. He finds his footing. He rises up and he says, You came back for me. I said, of course. I said I was going with you. And they hug, they embrace. I love you. Let's never leave our nest again. But what about the others? They'll manage somehow. But we're gonna leave this land. We're gonna find a new home. Somewhere far from this place. Somewhere far from that god-awful violin. Together. With our kids. They hold each other's hands. They say, yeah. Together. And they walk off. When they return, however, they find their nest. But as they arrive, the nest has a visitor. A giant anteater who has devoured the whole nest. And it turns and looks at them with sad, dead, empty eyes and a long snout and fuzzy tongue. And then suddenly they hold each other for one last moment before they both disappear forever.
Oh my god.
That was a roller coaster.
All right. TLDR, you have gotten rid of the termites. But
Yay!
now Arsini is
Now I'm
dying.
Now I've seen it dying
All it
At the
took
bottom
was
of the well.
dying.
at the bottom of the well. I was gonna run over to the well and look down and be like, "Oh my god!" And
Oh my god.
stabilized down there
Ah,
to
By the
try to
way-
give a little bit extra time.
by the way, if anyone's wondering why I spent so much time on the fucking termites, right? Life is effort, and I'll stop when I'm dead. Okay. So
We love it. Yeah.
Oh.
To try to buy us a little more time, Lushara is going to thrust her hands down and just be like, throw this like hex kind of like it looks like a hex symbol, and then it kind of shoots down there with like threads, and it'll wrap around him to give him a little bit more life to like stop the dying process, at least for a moment, until they can figure out how to get him from drowning. So I've stabilized him
All right.
for now.
Sure.
Still in the water.
Still in the water, but yeah.
Yeah. Bell's plan would be to grab the rope for the well and basically zip line down, drag him, and then effectively, with hopefully the request of all the others that are obviously not on the map,
Sure. Yeah.
he winched effectively back up.
Yeah, not a problem. Look, honestly, I'm not gonna kill Arseny here, but Arseny, you can definitely gain another wounded condition as they drag you back up, perform CPR, and effectively bring you back from the verge of death yet again. The genies just look on, more surprised than anything else. But this does indeed clear your requirement for the termites.
Technically, we didn't need any wishes at all.
That's very
We
true.
didn't use any wish. We just used the one.
Arseny is his own genie. No.
All right. Well, with your task complete, the two genies look at each other and smile. You did it! You did it! You actually did it! Oh my god, I can't believe it! No one's ever been able to do this without asking for help. I mean, you literally had the ability to alter reality. You could have just wished that these lands were fertile forever, and that would have been fine. But you guys did it with yourselves. Yeah, I suppose there's something to be said about being able to make your own dreams come true. But if there's a lesson here, I'm not one to teach it. Look, tell the dragon the deal is done. Just get out of our sight. They wave their hands, and as they're about to gesture, one of them says, wait. You can't just send them off like that. I mean, look, they prove to you that people can conjure their own dreams. I'm sure there's something we can do. Fine. One wish. You get one wish.
I'm gonna confer with our other two. Like, should we use it to release them if they're bound here? Doesn't seem right that they're trapped with this land, doing these contests over and over.
Arseny just kind of puts up two fingers because
I'm gonna preemptively stop here.
Yeah.
The genies aren't real.
Oh,
Yeah. Sorry, my bad. I know I've been really, bought into this whole thing, but this is all an illusion. Remember, you're on stage with the genie, yeah. Bye.
Okay, I thought so, but I'm like, all this stuff we've been doing almost seems like we've been just being teleported around the world.
Kind of does.
That's what it feels that way.
Yeah. That's the nature of it. That's what they're trying to do. All right. And once again, a swirl of magic erupts around you. And once again, you find yourself returned to the sound of applause. And the presence of the dragon. No, wait, that's not what I wanted. Come here.
Then he goes to bow and he just hurts his thigh.
Now, all of you are here for the sake of this, but, I'm just putting you three here. 4.
Yeah.
All right. The dragon says, all right. Simmer down. Quiet. I said quiet. Okay. It seems, perhaps, you have some measure of skill. And you were able to complete the task without using so much as a wish to do so. But a wish was still used, meaning you were unable to fulfill the task of getting the whole place done without using a wish. So I suppose I can let
we
you.
also didn't cash
Question,
in.
my dearest dragon. Did we not entertain you?
And did we also not do it without the IOU that you promised us as well?
He says, no, I'm not even remotely entertained. What? Hey! Hey! I'm not entertained! There's so much left to be done, and so many things. What do you know? He starts yelling at the audience that's, by the way, still not there. It's just the
Yeah,
noises.
the illusionary. He's yelling at his own illusion.
In his head, he's creating it, so he's creating his own booze.
Correct.
I'm more thinking it's probably like your
Why
musical
good,
accompaniment,
though?
which reflects his mood.
He turns
I
around and he stamps
understand
his
you're
big
quite
foot.
angry.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I understand you were quite wounded by the offense committed against you, but we ended the person who did that to you. And we've played these games to entertain you. I think we should address that you really just need to go, try to move on from this horrible experience you went through and experience life.
Make a diplomacy check with a
We're
plus 10.
trapped on a planet.
Whoa.
Oh boy.
Basically, the long fuck off already, which is fine.
The very
I had a
subtle move on to a different place.
Yes. You need to move on. You need to get over this,
Yeah.
okay? I know it can be hard to let things go, but you gotta let this shit go, man. You gotta just fuck
Yes.
off, man.
All right. Plus 10 diplomacy.
All right, with a 28, the dragon is reluctant, but says, fine. I am a dragon of my word. As promised, I will provide you my boon and not kill your friend, but I will instead provide you with this warning, that you heed their presence from now until they part ways from you. Kaneepo is a piece of something far more dangerous than he lets on. And there is something about him that has changed forever. You may not know this now, but all of you have been touched by such a creature. The mark you bear is one that speaks its name. Omyo. I encountered it once many years ago. The great black whale. Take this knowledge and this bag of money and be gone. And let our paths never cross, for the deal to spare your friend only lasts now. Farewell, and thank you for the entertainment. Goodbye!
I hope you have a good life.
He flies away. I'm just doing this because I haven't stretched.
Yeah.
And I'm just... Ugh. Yeah.
He flies away from inside the treehouse.
Look. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. And once again, you return back. Do I have the noises that I need? No. Dang it. Oh, I don't know where it is. I'm just going to use this. And hope this sounds good. It's called The Sound of Abandonment. Okay. All right. Once again, all of you, including those who are not here today, appear back in Kaneepo's court. You look around and see Elink still in amber on the throne of Kaneepo. As you are rejoined, you hear a voice speak out to you. Well, shoot! I thought y'all be dead.
Oh,
There I was,
Yes,
just
I mean-
minding my business when suddenly all the people what come done save me just up and whoosh away just 'cause the dragon come up and say he need to kill your friend. I was scared for my life. And yes, you
Hedge.
see
Hedge.
Hubert Hedge, the hedgehog.
Yeah. I'm going to get D'Artagnan out of my bag now and set him beside his friend.
I think you already did that. So D'Artagnan's like in the bed,
Yeah.
chilling out. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah. D'Artagnan the mouse, the rebel, says, I told you they would be back. There was nothing to worry about, Earbot. Of course there was something to worry about. We're still behind enemy lines. And your friend there's turned to amber, and now he's sitting on an evil throne. Like that's not gonna come back to bite us in the prick. Breaks my back. But you know. Well, I mean, I don't see no dragon with ya. So I suppose everything worked out all right.
Yes. At least that part. We sent the dragon on his way. We just are gonna have to deal with our friend problem now.
Well,
And then we'll escort you out of here so that you can go home.
well, look, as much as I appreciate that, you lot seem to draw trouble in you like a fly to shit. So I ain't going with you guys. I'm gonna go with my friend, and we're gonna get our way back to the first world. But, you know, hey, thanks again for coming to saving us. If there's anything old Hubert Hedge can do, y'all just let me know, and I can make sure that that I can help you.
That would be lovely. Thank you.
I will give you guys the hint that you don't know how to leave the shadow plane.
Yeah. Can you tell us the quickest way out of the Nighthold?
Quickest way? I can tell you the quickest way. It unfortunately goes through the boneyard, though, you know. The directions are very
Equally.
complicated, but it takes you to the boneyard, the land of Pharasma and home of the dearly departed.
Okay. What's the safest way out of here?
The safest way? Well, you gotta kind of view it this way here. Now listen, darling, the Nighthold is like a prison for like an evil fey god. And the bits and pieces that it happened to be in, well, they're kind of like, you know, bits and pieces of that god itself. You know, like, you know, like every single bit is like his influence changing and shaping reality to suit his whims, right? But there ain't no way to get out of it, not without going to go see that man. And, well, let's be frank, yeah, you go see that guy, he's gonna mess you up. But there are a few back alleys, places where he's not paying attention. That's kind of how we got in. But it can't really help you guys to go the way we came.
Boneyard, huh?
Yeah. Okay, now listen up. If you want to get to the boneyard, this is how you do it. Okay, step 1. Kill yourself.
Yes, so what?
We would like to leave the Nighthold and be alive.
Oh, y'all want to be alive? Oh, well.
Yes,
Yeah, well,
yes.
you didn't say that. You just said you want to get out. And I mean, he's
See what
always that
actually
way,
Oh.
you know?
You over. Like, see ya. I'm to the
Apologies.
boneyard.
No, it's fine. Well, look, I mean, look, listen here. Well, how'd you get here in the first place?
Well, we came via a Fey circle, and had
Face circle?
yes, we had a shard, I believe, that allowed us to activate it and step through.
Oh, y'all using them shards to portal walk. Ah, man. Well, you know what? See, long time ago, there a bunch of elves would come done make their way to create these like little roads in the back alley parts of the different places in the world. Can't remember what they were called. They, usually come in sets of 7. They're like the avocados, the amaranthi.
Eudara?
The what?
Eudara?
That's a
Or
stupid name.
something else?
No, we actually know it is the Adar. That's it. Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
7 big stone gates and stuff. Well, yeah. So apparently,
Yes.
people they kind of use this thing and they jabble it around, and then they go through there. But they connect only to other Adara. So, I mean, there's one that I know here in the Knothold, and if you know how to switch them on, well, y'all can go there and go where you need to.
Okay. Where is that one?
My God, this accent is hard enough to do without me having to make directions of a fantasy land.
You tell us.
I can take you there.
understand.
I'll take you there myself, just make sure you all get home safe and sound.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, that would be wonderful. And then I'll turn to Bill and Asini and the others and be like, do we still have this crystal to activate the Idara and get out of here?
You do not have the crystal, but you do have something even better. In your hands, you hold an elven key.
Yeah. I was gonna say,
That's
got
right.
the
I
shade
have
weather
the
key.
shade weather key.
Yes, you do.
Yes. Oh, we can get out. It's been really difficult. Okay.
No, it's fine. I get it. Yes, no, it has been fine for us too. I mean, pretty much it's been pretty smooth sailing, to be honest. The only thing we have to worry about is there are some tooth fairies who have some questions for a man made of skeleton bones. But other than that, they have not been too much of a problems that we have had here. But as far as your friend goes, I mean, what we will do is we will go to the gate, and then we'll kind of do this thing, a back of flashes, if we will, to discuss what happens here with your friend. But for now, however, let us fast forward to the gate.
Yay.
And when we return, our heroes will indeed find themselves at the 7 gates of the Aodara, disappearing as the Shade with a Key activates. The magic of the portals begins to swell and grow. Pardon me. Lightning begins to crackle and churn between each of the gateways. The way is open. You feel another smell sort of permeating through here. It is kind of a tropical smell. Okay. You look at Hedge, and he says, all right, well, y'all take care now, you hear? He gives you a quill and says, if you ever need some more help, you just, stick that in your finger, and I'll see what I can do to get a message to you. Again, thanks for everything.
Thank you, Hedge.
With a tiny little splint and a little crutch, D'Artagnan the mouse steps forward and he says, you have done the rebellion a great service. You have helped us liberate our very honorable warrior before he was devoured by Kaneepo. Just stay safe. And remember, a small wedge of cheese left out at night will ensure you protected against all the darkness that resides within the world. Mwah. Adieu.
Farewell.
All right. The portal looks scary. What do you want to do?
Get the heck
guess
out of
the-
the night
The
hole?
portal
Early
looks
way
scary,
out.
but probably not as scary as what this place is.
Yeah. Wow. I think it's just like, let's go. Just hop right through.
All right. As you do so, you leap into the portal. Oh, that's not the one. 1 second.
Oh my god, we've been grabbed. Ah!
No. There we go.
Psycho, I gotta go. I gotta help these guys.
All right. You jump through the portal. And as you disappear, a scintillating swirl of color erupts around you. You close your eyes. And then the smell, the humidity, the heat suddenly surrounding you is nothing like the night hold. You begin to hear the sound of strange wildlife all around you. A heavy rain begins to fall, even though the bright sun remains in the sky. Only very few clouds cover overhead. A scintillating array of bright colors, pinks, purples, violets, yellows, surround you as a jungle terrain now covers your entire vision. You stand by another set of Aodara. And a creature comes down, heading in your direction, with a very curious look about it. It is one of these things. One moment. Sorry, 1 second. Is this it? Yes, this thing.
Oh.
It's what looks to have the body of a cat and the face of a snake. It looks at you and then hisses before running back up into the trees. You look above you in the sky and can see what looks to be a group of brightly colored dinosaurs flying in the air. Soaring high above. But that is not the most concerning thing. As you move out into a clearing, you now look up and see an unfamiliar sky. And a moon far too close. And another moon. And a blue marble in the sky. Welcome, players, to Castrovel.
Oh, nice.
To Castrovel. The, I think it's the second planet in the solar system of Galarian's constellation. You have teleported. You have teleported to another planet, which begins our first steps into an interplanetary adventure as you explore the the jungle planet Castrovel.
This will be my second, but hell yeah!
I was going to say, can you just imagine if we cross paths with Reign of Winter and all of this?
Oh, they're on Triaxis. That's a different planet.
I know, but with all the
But yes.
trap,
All the you just cross over each other. Yeah, there we go. All right,
Hey,
so
guys, we'll help you get back home.
so new chapter, new continuation of the adventure. We will come back to obviously find out a little bit about what happens to Elink now that he has accepted the power of Kaneepo the Slim, a boogeyman, which will be amazing. So maybe he'll get powers of a boogeyman. Maybe, I mean, who knows? Who knows what'll happen? We'll figure it out. We Starfinder 2nd edition soon. I would love to, honestly. I do have the books and I do have the means to. But I might wait until it's out properly before I do it. But yeah, guys. Thank you so much for being here and hanging out and having a great time with us. We had a silly night. We had a fun night, which was great. I feel like I needed it very much so. And, of course, a big warm welcome back to our friend Vala. And welcome to our first time chatter, Miss Catalyst as well. Amazing people who I have the pleasure of actually knowing in the meat space, in the meat place. So yeah, it's so good seeing you guys. It was a hoot. It was fun. I'm glad you guys had a great time. There was a cow vampire. There were termites that wanted to kill our city. We had everything. So guys, we are back tomorrow in like 8 hours. We're back in 8 hours for our next game, which we are going to be doing Curse the Crimson Throne and introducing our newest player to that table, a special guest player. She's not a guest player, just a regular player, because they are now a permanent fixture of Curse of the Crimson Throne, which is none other than our dear friend Cass. So Cass, look forward to seeing you for your first Pathfinder 2nd edition game with me and the other Patreons tomorrow with your new character. Who, by the way, I'm actually so stoked over this. For those of you who you know what, I feel like I'm gonna give this away, but I'm gonna give this away. It's my game. I'll do what I want. I want to show you guys the Hero Forge mini because it is so cool. It is a secretary bird. Look at that.
Oh.
So I played around with Hero Forge, did a lot of fiddling around, but yes, we have a secretary bird delivery person. So excited to meet them. So yeah, if you are, check us out tomorrow morning. It's on the schedule. Now, guys, let's go over some stuff. Next week, business as usual. The following week will be also business as usual. Then the week afterwards, then we are on our Europe trip, so I'll be starting to move things around and do some stuff. So bear in mind there will be some changes to the layout, some changes to how we do stuff, and yeah, hopefully it'll all be super good and super cool. So yeah, so be sure to check over there. And I think apart from that, I don't have anything other cool special events coming up, which is kind of good. I'm like, yay. I'm happy. So yeah. Yep. Players, you also gain 30,000 silver pieces, which you guys can use in whatever shape or fashion you want. You guys can hang on to it to use later on because bear in mind you can only purchase items of 2 levels or higher for yourself as well. This is because you guys have officially defeated the Fortune Dragon, which means of course you now get all of that cool stuff as well. So yay!
Yay!
Fun.
I guess for completeness, what was our round total?
Let's see. I'm seeing round 11, but I think you'd be up to round 13. So round 13 here for that one. All right.
Which I think it's because we never got a round total for Crimson Throne. Because
so yeah, I think Crimson Throne is still finishing theirs. Maybe.
Yep.
Yeah, I think they're still finishing off.
Well,
theirs.
we had. Yeah, I didn't get a round count last time.
Oh, right.
So
Yeah, I'll double check.
You didn't really do a dragon.
No, that's fine. I'll double check that. I'll double check that. Yes, because we were saying goodbye to Twiff and Ire on that table. That was why.
Yes.
Cool. All right. So, guys, my name's Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. Before we sign off, we're going to do our last DAG formation, which, of course, is because we don't raid into people on Sunday nights. We instead do the DAG formation. Let's do this. To those who need to hear it, we spend our lives so often believing that there is always going to be time, there is always going to be space. There's always going to be resources to do whatever we want. We hope this, we wish this, we desire it. Just remember that life isn't a series of checkpoints. They're not places where if we fail to reach our goals or reach our objectives means that we're failing at life. That's not how it is at all. Life is like being on a boat. Traveling on this boat to where you want to go to, right? That's the journey. That's the adventure. That's what life's about. Some people, they will join you on your boat and they will spend quality time with you and be a part of your life, and they will make it even better. Sometimes they will go on a different boat. Sometimes your boat was designed for a big family filled with people who surround you with love and attention. And other times the boat is through rocky waters and you sail it by yourself. Whatever journey you take, whatever coast you seem to be seeking towards, know this: there is always a lighthouse. There is always people watching out for you. And even if you don't see it, there are people who love you and care about you, even when you aren't aware of it. Maybe it's someone from your high school who at one point or another picked up something nostalgic and just remembered the nice and wonderful person you were. Maybe it's someone who you think of fondly, randomly watching a video that has you in it. Whatever series of things it might happen to be. It is always important to remember the lighthouses are there, people are there, and there is always support for those who seek it. Love your faces. Thank you very much. My name is Michael. I'm the Dead Aussie Gamer. This is my place. This is my face. You can find it here a number of times during the week. Stay safe. Stay wonderful. Be kind to each other, because why the fuck not? It's free. And until we meet again, game hard. Or die trying. Good night, folks.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.